Hi, here just to do a brief introduction to the upcoming program on overwhelm. I think all of us at some point have had overwhelm in our life. It can last for a short time or for a long time. Sometimes it seems like we feel that sensation of overwhelm all day, every day. And some people seem to thrive on having too much to do. If they don't have enough to do, they don't seem to get anything accomplished. But either extreme isn't helpful. And sometimes when we feel in a state of overwhelm, we also feel extremely stressed and unable to function physically, emotionally, mentally, or in relationships. And it's really hard. It can affect our parenting style, our relationship with an important person. It can affect our work. It can have really serious consequences on our health. So what would be the advantage to taking part in a program on overwhelm? Well, we're going to spend 4 weeks together. We're going to spend 4 weeks looking at what makes me feel overwhelmed in my life. So that sort of stop, become aware of the who, the what, the where, the when, which we hope will eventually lead to why. Why is kind of the last thing that we will look at. But once we get some idea of the triggers, then we can start to look at where do I need to pull back? What do I need to shift? How do I need to change what I'm doing? Are there things I can ask other people to shift to help me and to help them? So this is just some of the stuff that we'll cover. We're going to use some grounding skills so that when I'm feeling overwhelmed, stressed, maybe panicked, how can I use skills to bring me down to a calmer place? How can I help put my mind in a place where instead of being everywhere, flooded and overwhelmed, that it can sit in one place and I can work through what do I need to do next. So not everything I need to do, but just the next step. And then how we can use those skills in a bigger way, day to day, week by week. And then we're going to look at some strategies on our thinking and our feelings and how to modify that. And then we're going to look at ways of reducing the overwhelm in our lives, because when it happens, sometimes we have to set boundaries with ourselves and boundaries with other people. So the program's goal is to look at what is stressing and overwhelming us, looking at ways to calm and ground ourselves, looking at ways to how we handle overwhelm, looking at the overwhelm we can change and how we can do that, and then looking at some of the overwhelm or things that create it that we might not be able to control and we may have to choose to just totally let go of or find another way to cope with, including connecting to resources. So I hope that this program will be fun and educational, and that by the end of it you will feel enhanced skill in dealing with the overwhelm in your life, and maybe even noticing that you're not feeling overwhelmed even when your plate feels like it has too much. So we want you to feel empowered internally and externally, and that's the goal, because overwhelm happens internally and externally, and we need to deal with it from both aspects. So I invite you to consider being part of the program, and you can certainly contact me and say, hey, I want to learn more. So you can contact me by email, and it's Deborah, D-E-B-R-A, at Healthstream, H-E-A-L-T-H-S-T-R-E-A-M, wellness, wellness.com, or by phone at 780-660-1428. I'm really excited about this program, and I'm putting the pieces together now, and it should be a great program. I'm going to put up another video in a little while just talking about what some of those pieces are going to be. But for now, hopefully you're finding yourself in a calm place, not overwhelmed, but if you are, stay tuned, because that's what our program starting at the end of January is all about.